Well, welcome. And today we're going to talk a little bit about tourism and what you're able to do with very little money. And there's a big presentation you're going to see directly after this. But at first, we just wanted to talk a little bit about what, as a tour operator, a destination, a hotelier, and so forth, what can you do, especially right after when business is starting to pick up a little, and we're starting to see more and more destinations come back and start to kind of test the waters of what can they do in order to be able to reach the LGBT traveler online. So one of them, which many of you already know, is targeting the drive market. So that drive market, travel is starting to pick up again. I know my husband and I just did it. We were happy and excited to get out. We drove to Pittsburgh, which was probably about 5 or 6 hours away. Spent the night, toured the city, had a great dinner, and this is happening more and more often nowadays. So to be able to target LGBT travelers who live in certain key feeder markets that are considered your drive-in or drive-through markets for your destination. So that's kind of tip number one as far as targeting. And the other concept is repurposing old content. So there's a lot of content out there, whether it's blogs, whether it's from media, influencers, and so forth, but also, like I was saying, blogs, photos, video, and a lot of it can kind of be freshened up. A lot of this content is evergreen, and it's just a matter of working with that content creator to be able to kind of update it with some fresh info. So these are just a few examples of content that is very popular out there in the world of LGBT travel online. And all of this is very, very easy to be able to kind of update for 2020. And so anyway, we hope you enjoy the next presentation, which is our Recession Buster Series Part 3. And we look forward to seeing you soon. Welcome to the Pink Media Recession Buster Series. And this is Part 3, where now we're going to talk a little bit about what you can do to be able to really maximize a smaller budget, and especially during this time where business seems to be picking up again. So what can you do with $500? So we've had a few clients come back to us over the last few weeks, and everything has been always focused on targeting, and really what we say is hyper-targeting, being able to really reach your specific LGBTQ demographic online. Back in the day, they'd come to us and say, I just want to reach gay travelers or people interested in gay sports. And we'd always back up and say, tell us a little bit more about specifically what you're looking for. And in today's day and age, with especially Facebook, the targeting that you're able to do is extremely well crafted. And you're able to reach, in this case, LGBT travelers who have shown an interest in a specific destination, such as Madrid or Barcelona, and who live in certain key areas. There's a really good chance you're doing this on your own. And so if you are, that puts you several steps ahead as far as understanding a lot of what we're going to be talking about here. But at the end of the day, you can take that same targeting technology and then translate that into mobile and desktop and email campaigns and so forth. And so you're able to basically tap into data. You're able to tap into data out there that's very similar to what you're doing on Facebook, where you're tapping into interests that the entire gamut. It's in these cases, we're showing you that you can reach individuals who have shown an interest in adventure travel or Caribbean cruises, and business travelers and so forth. And you're actually able to reach for those that are interested in, let's just say, the luxury travel market, specifically affluent, self-identified affluent travelers. And so in many ways, that same targeting has then been translated into the world of video. Now we're going to be putting out future projects that really focus on how far you can go with video. So
Hey,
this just
I'm
gives
John.
you a little bit of an
And
example.
this is our Great British Adventure, London. Let's go.
And with that video, that would be the long form that you're able to post typically on YouTube. You're able to then really make that work for you on social media by having shorter versions of that in these clips, similar to what we're seeing here, with then a link to the long form version on YouTube. And so that has become a very popular kind of strategy in the world of video. And you're able to then take those same videos and create 15 and 30-second ads, whether that's pre-roll on videos that are running on the advocate.com, pride.com, and so forth, or connected TV. And that's what we're going to flesh out in future videos. But connected TV, people sitting back and watching their Roku and so forth, and they're able to see these your ads targeted to them in the exact same way. And then, of course, what we're doing with Twitter. So Twitter, you're able to do the same type of hyper targeting, really drilling down to reach your specific target market. In addition, we have a very strong network here on Twitter called the ILoveGay network. And through that, we're also able to organically get your posts out there and viewed by the widest targeted audience possible. Our goal at all times is really to just magnify your message, to be able to get it out there, targeted to the people you're trying to reach, but taking your voice and being able to really magnify it out there to reach people across all platforms online. And so, what can you expect? Well, it's all about targeting, provides amazing results for not a lot of money. So these are just simple examples of showing you how many people see an ad, how many people engage or click through to an ad, and for how much these cost. Very minimal in the grand scheme of things compared to a lot of other forms of advertising over years past. And so from this, you're able to also, here's kind of an example of between $500 to really being able to take that and not just put more money towards the same post, but actually come up with an entire editorial calendar and content strategy to be able to get your message out there. In addition, taking that same content and having that out there in the form of video, photos, imagery turned into banner ads, email campaigns, and so forth. But here's some other examples of what you can expect in performance based upon just a simple ad buy of $500 or less. And these are showing you how many people see an ad, how many people view the video, and how many people engaged with it. All very strong numbers. When we did some campaigns here, in this case, Visit Gay Britain, it was incredible. So if any of this is of interest to you, please feel free to reach us anytime via email, phone. We're on both coasts, so time zone wise, we've got you covered. And thank you for listening.